Greetings YouTube. Today we're looking at a QSP knife. In fact, this is my first QSP knife. I've never purchased one before. Came in a nice little box. Got a little thing in here that says thank you, safety. Got two pieces of foam that were one on top and one on the bottom for transportation. I got this knife because I like the blade shape and I also like the nice bright blue scale. I say scale because it is a Framelock. So it only has the one scale. It has a recessed liner, so the scale actually comes up and covers the liner, so you can't see it, but it is in there. So this scale itself is not the liner. There's a steel liner in there. You have open construction, which I think is nice. It helps to make maintenance a lot easier. Blade is nicely centered, which you probably see right there at the minute. These are slightly machined, the standoffs, which is a nice touch. Has a lanyard hole, which is large enough to get a piece of paracord through. Has a nice deep pocket carry clip. It comes all the way down here, so only this much sticks out of your pocket. It's quite comfortable going in and out of your pocket. Framelock with the groove here to create the spring on the outside as opposed to the inside. And I still wonder if there's a difference between performance on that. Overall wear and tear. Or is it just aesthetics? I don't know. Somebody out there that knows more about knife construction can probably tell me if there is a difference. You can make a pin adjustment, screw adjustment here with the pivot. I did not touch this at all. It has two thumb studs, and notice that there is jimping there on the base of the blade. So let's open this up. And there you go. And that is just a beautiful sheepsfoot design. It's not a perfectly straight, but it's darn close to it. And look at that. Look at that swedge. That is just really, really pretty. And it comes to a nice point. It is not too delicate. And you could do a nice thrust with this without any difficulty. And because of this overall shape and that nice jimping in there, you could get in there pretty deep into something and not really be concerned about your fingers sliding up onto the blade. Comes out of the box with a nice edge. Good quality edge. And I've often said that one of the reasons I like the Wharncliffe and the Sheepsfoot so much, because you have a lot of engagement. Because when you have a knife with a lot of belly, if you're cutting into something, with this you can keep that cut consistent all the way through. You're getting contact with the object all the way through, as opposed to a knife that's curving away from you is not going to get that kind of contact with the object you're cutting. And I don't skin things much. I like to have a knife that is in contact with the object I'm cutting all the way through. So I prefer a straighter edge to a knife that has belly in it. The two thumb studs come nice steps, good and comfortable round tips, which is my preference, because when you have that going on, it's almost like it's a ball bearing on your thumb. It's very comfortable. Now you notice when I was just closing this, again, Framelock, good lockup, no movement in either direction. But the pivot is kind of stiff, and I don't mind that because there is no real protection for your thumb. So when I'm closing this, there's nothing to stop that from closing all the way on my thumb, which would be dangerous. So having this, literally I'm holding this and it's not closing, I actually don't mind that on this shape of blade, so it'll stay in place until I reach up and close it. And you can open that with one thumb, flick without any difficulty whatsoever. Flat grind to secondary bevel, that is my preference. I prefer a flat grind to a hollow grind. I like hollow grinds. I think they're useful for straight razors and not much else. But look at the overall shape of that. That is just really pretty. And the G10 scale is comfortable. It's got a little bit of texture. You can just hear it. Nicely rounded with these nice very simple but quite comfortable large finger groove in the top like this. This here has jimping on it, and the scale is just below it so that you have easy access to the Framelock without having to like dig into that space. So it's quite easy to get your finger in there like that. And I like that kind of attention to detail. Just a great knife. If all QSP knives are of this quality, I'll be buying more of these in the future. This is my first one, and I posted this on my Instagram, and I put, you know, hashtag QSP knife, and the QSP knife company gave me a like. That made me smile. So yeah, so this has been the QSP MNKG-1, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I think it is Monk G1. Yeah, MNK G1. A great little knife. I really find it quite comfortable, and I'll be carrying this on a regular basis because I love that blade shape.